guys, it's Annie back with another video, and I don't know why for some reason I am so excited about this video. This is just something I've always been really passionate about. Having grown up in a situation and a household where money was always pretty tight throughout my childhood, I've just learned so much about budgeting and saving money, spending more intentionally, and all of that stuff. And of course, it being February, I've just experienced the most humbling time of the year, tax season. So in this video, I wanted to just sort of sit down and film a super chill little chit chat video and share all of my favorite tips and systems for saving money, budgeting money, and spending more intentionally. So the very first system I cannot stress the importance of enough is tracking all of your income and your expenses. And I say this for multiple reasons, the first one of which being for tax purposes. This helps so much with knowing exactly what is a tax write-off, what isn't, how much money has come into you, how much you have expensed. You do not want to get all the way to tax season and then have to go through every one of your bank statements to figure out what was a write-off, what wasn't, and all of that stuff. The second reason why I absolutely adore tracking my income and my expenses, especially in my Notion template, is that it calculates all of it in real time. It is just so easy when you are spending money to think, oh, it's just $3 on coffee, it's just a $25 sweater from Forever 21, but having all that in this layout and this template in Notion really helps you to see so much clearer exactly how much you're spending and on what. It really just forces you to be a whole lot more conscious of how much you're spending and how fast that money is leaving your bank account. So most definitely tracking all of your revenue, your income, your expenses is so important. And so I definitely recommend looking either on Pinterest or Google or YouTube for some kind of an Excel spreadsheet or Google Sheets spreadsheet to really help you turn this system into a habit and a routine. So now this is something that my mom taught me forever and a half ago when I was first beginning to make an allowance for doing chores around the house. Before you make any kind of a purchase or spend any kind of money, really just take a step back and reflect and calculate, is this purchase you want to make worth X amount of hours that you worked for that money? So what I mean by this is, let's say you make $20 an hour. Is the new iPhone you want to buy, or the new MacBook you want to buy, or this vacation you want to go on, or this car you want to put a down payment on, is that purchase worth X amount of hours that you worked for that money? This really doesn't apply so much for like that $3 coffee or that $10 bus pass, but more so for really like sizable purchases that take really big chunks of money out of your bank account. This is definitely a habit and a system that has really helped me to be a lot more intentional with my spending and just making sure that anything I'm spending my money on is worth the work I put into to earn that money. Something else that has helped tremendously with my self-control and saving money is putting sort of like a face or an image to the money that you are saving. My goal personally, since I was about like 15 or 16 years old, was that I knew by the time I was 25 I wanted to either buy a house or a condo. So with that logic in mind, every time I get a paycheck, I get paid for something, I have the choice of either putting that money towards that goal or spending it on something else. Just having that sort of mindset of like, all this money could go towards that future mortgage, or I could splurge on this shopping spree. This has also helped me a lot with more like temporary purchases, like saving for my trip to Greece, saving for the MacBook I wanted to upgrade to, wanting to buy the new iPhone in the fall. Just sort of having that mentality that anytime you are either saving money or spending money, you are either bringing yourself closer to your goal or further away from it. That has done wonders for me in terms of self-control and saving more money. So now this has a lot less to do with budgeting and saving and more so has to do with your credit score. So with having things like my future mortgage as a long-term goal in my life, having a really good credit score is super important. So I got my very first credit card when I was about 18 years old, and I've been pretty much building up my credit ever since through this very simple trick that my dad taught me that has made it absolutely blow up. Where essentially anytime I want to make a fairly sizable purchase, I instantly put it on my credit card and then instantly use my debit card to pay off my credit. One of the very best ways to build up your credit really quickly is to be using your credit card on a regular basis and prove that you can maintain it regularly. So that is what I've done since I was 18 years old, and now at 22, almost 23, I have a very high credit score, which in itself is pretty good motivation to be saving and spending very responsibly, because if I someday want to have that mortgage and that condo I want to buy, then I don't want to be doing anything that's going to sabotage my credit score. So if you ever feel like you need some kind of a system to help you with self-control control and spending on your credit card, then your credit score is a really good way of doing so. And then finally, something that has forever changed the way that I spend money and save money is getting rid of convenience spending. And what I mean by convenience spending is either going out to eat or ordering in takeout when it's just as simple to stay home and make dinner with the groceries you bought on the weekend. Or pretty much any other situation where you are spending money because it's easy, not because it's necessary. Instead of buying your $3 Starbucks every single morning, every single week, try waking up earlier and making yourself coffee before work and then treating yourself to Starbucks on Friday. Instead of you and your girlfriends going out for drinks and dinner, which costs a whole lot of money, have everybody over to your place and have kind of like a potluck dinner where everybody contributes. If ever there's something specific you want to buy, like a little black dress or a purple sweater or a varsity sweater, look into either thrifting or buying secondhand before purchasing into fast fashion. Just basically making the effort to stop and think of other options before impulsively spending your money. Definitely something that has taken me a whole lot of time and effort to learn and put into practice and make a habit of, but that has saved me so much money. So yeah, you guys, that is basically it for this video. Those are all of my favorite tips and tricks and systems for saving money and budgeting money and spending more intentionally. That has really helped me to save a whole lot of money and be regularly contributing to my future in terms of my finances. As always, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching. Love you all to the moon and back, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!